Hi everybody, welcome back, or welcome if you are new. In today's video, I am apologizing in advance. I am probably not going to be doing a lot of talking, and probably the majority of the talking is going to be in this intro. It's partly because I am having a TMJ or TMD flare-up. It is this joint, the T something mandibular joint disorder. I've never had the problem on this side. I have on this side. But this side, it hurts right here all in the joint. And then it radiates to the nerves all in the top and bottom teeth. And Thursday, the pain was going all the way over to this far. It hurt so bad. I've gone to see my chiropractor. She has popped my jaw back into place and my neck and everything. And then I've also seen my dentist, and they have given me muscle relaxers and a splint. I'm not going to show it to you, but basically it's a little plastic tray that goes from my canine teeth to the front, and it has basically like the same material when you go to the dentist and they do teeth impressions. It's that same thing, but basically it's in that little plastic tray, and I just at nighttime put that in there, and sometimes during the daytime when I'm not talking or drinking any beverages that are like coffee, tea, juice, milk, any of that type of stuff, I will wear it when I'm drinking water, but that's it. So it does feel a lot better, but it's only been 2 days of wearing that and taking the muscle relaxers. I don't want to take them, but that first night that I took it, I slept for the first time almost all night. And it felt so good to finally sleep all night, because I was waking that Thursday morning before I saw the dentist. I had a flare up at 11:30 that went away around noon, or around midnight, 11:30 p.m. to midnight. And then at 12:33, I woke up in so much pain. And that was when it was actually radiating like all the way to the other side of the front teeth. And that pain, and it would come and go, and it was so painful. And that's why I ended up calling the dentist to see if I could get in, because it hurt so bad. But it took from 12:30 until 2 o'clock to have the pain finally go away. And I took ibuprofen when that happened as well. It just took a very long time for the pain to just recede a little bit, and then I was able to sleep for a couple more hours, and then I had to get up and go to work. And then I was able to see the dentist, thankfully, and get the splint and everything. But in this video, I am going to be working on putting some vinyl adhesive tiles onto the bottom of the litter box enclosures. That project is still a work in progress. I am taking it slow, just because basically it's been a little bit of a chaotic mess around here. But I'm taking my time on doing that, but I did want to put the tiles down in order to protect the bottom of the enclosures from me pulling the boxes out and scraping the bottom, plus any extra litter or any of that type of stuff. So I'm going to take you along with me doing one of the boxes. I had already done 2 of the boxes enclosures at that time, so I can share with you kind of like what I did wrong on a previous box and what not to do. And I think I even messed up on the box that I actually share with you guys. So yay. I'm not an expert. I am not an expert. And then after that, I will take you along with me as I go into deep cleaning my kitchen and trying to get back into my zone cleaning schedule. It has been a moment. I am ready to get back on track and start up my zone cleaning schedule again, because I need to get back on a schedule, a regimen of doing that, because the kitchen was it wasn't an absolute mess, but it was dirty. It probably had not been deep cleaned since early to mid 2023. Every time I went into the kitchen and looked at, like I was waiting for the microwave or the oven or the stove or something like that, hot water to come, whatever, I'd look, and on the tops of the doors and drawers, you could see a layer of dust. And I'm like, I just have to clean that off. And I needed to clean out the cabinets, and it needed a clean. And I did not clean out all of the cabinets inside of the cabinets. I am trying to split it out to where it's not so overwhelming, but doing the one side, the tops on one side, and because you're taking everything out and cleaning, and I live in Houston, so we have bugs, and no matter how much we spray or put traps down or any of that type of stuff, the bugs get into our cabinets, and especially mine because they are plywood. They're custom basically, but they were built in 77 when the house was built out of plywood, and there's not a backing to the cabinets. The backing is the actual wall, the drywall. So since they're not sealed all the way, nothing, no bead of caulk or anything like that around the edges, the bugs can get in. Plus, in one of the cabinets, we have the phone line running into it, so there's a hole in there that the bugs can get through and all of that. So just putting it out there, there are bugs. No matter what we do, we have them. And that is the reason why in the South you see a lot of people in their cabinets dip their, have their cups going face down, where the hole is actually on the cabinet so nothing climbs into because they do. Full disclosure, that's what we're dealing with in the cabinets. Luckily, I did not find any bugs in the cabinets, but I did find a bunch of dead wasp in my, stove fan when I pulled that down. So, yeah, I get wasps in my enclosure. Anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and it brings you some motivation to get up and get something done along with me. I apologize I won't be speaking a lot, but when I do, I will try to make it a little coherent and all of that. So I will check back with you guys here in a moment. The tiles that I'm using are these tiles. I'm trying to see if I can see the company. I can't see the company. But I think they're one of the better floor tile people. I got these off of Amazon. I actually ordered 3 boxes, and I don't think I need the 3 boxes, but between the 3 things, the way I had it calculated, I was gonna have to use all the tiles out of all the boxes pretty much, but because the way I was gonna try to center the stuff in the cabinet, and then once I actually started laying them down, I was like, that's a lot of cuts when I can just do 3 across, cut the 3rd one where it needs to be, and then 3 more across, cut the last one where it needs to be, and then all 3 of them need to be cut at the end, so there isn't any overhang off of the actual enclosure. So I did forget to actually measure and mark on this one. So I laid them all down and then didn't pulled off the paper, laid them down, and did not actually mark where I needed to cut. So once I laid these down, I could not get them up easily. So I had to come back with my utility knife. It's not really a utility knife, it's this thing. I mean, I guess it is a utility knife, I don't know. Come back with this and cut along the edge, and there's one spot, and I'll get a close up here in a moment, but one spot that was not cut very well. So I was a little bit smarter in the next one. The cuts are not the perfect at the end. I wish they were, but I can't be perfect with the measuring and the cutting. So this is going to be a little bit different because I do have that one bracket back there on the end. So I am gonna start laying, before I started from left to right. This time I'm gonna do right to left, and there's still some dirt back there in that corner. Okay, got it out. So that way when I get back here to where that bracket is at, I can kind of cut around it maybe. So, but I'm gonna not take the paper off of these until I do a rough fitting of them to make sure I get everything going in the right direction, and I then can, what's the word, start measuring and cutting and everything. Now this is not gonna be the easiest to film, so I'm gonna try to get you guys as close as possible so you can see what I'm doing. So, like I said, these two are gonna have to be cut a little bit differently. And then there is a very, I can't see it, there is a very, like, 1.5 inch, almost 2 inch overhang over here. So I'm gonna go ahead and start laying in this tile, the far corner tile. But I'm gonna go ahead and kind of move all of these out of the way, since they are all lined up the way I want them to line up. and mistakes happen. I just realized this was not the corner to cut. I should have cut this corner. I have to go get the other box to get more tiles. So I'm gonna take this as a template at least to get this and this size on another tile for now. And then I'll go open up the other box. Actually, I have a tile up there that I miscut slightly. I'm gonna go see if I can actually use it for this. Yes, I can use, good thing, I can use the one that I miscut. This is about how much needs to come off on the bottom. I miscut on it, that it's the wrong angle, like the ruler slipped. So, but I can use this part and cut off this part. So, and then I'm gonna do that first and then come back in with this corner right there and put it where it needs to be, the opposite direction. So it would need to be over here on this side. So, but I need to cut that edge off real quick. So we're gonna measure and go from there. Okay, now that we have done that, this is ready for me to get the automatic glitter box, but I'm not going to put that out. I may unbox it, but I may not open up the panels right here. And the panels are, this is the reason why I got this, these units, is because I can pop out the panel and eventually put a door in the side. These units do come with a door, the doors on that side, they do come with a already cutout hole. So I'm probably going to take that as a template for when I come and do these. But because I have these back to back, there's no way for the cats to get in there to the entrance hole. So for now, with the panels, like I said, this is the reason why, one of the reasons why I got this was because the panels could come out. And I'm probably also going to be ordering I keep debating on the feet, but I think I might order the feet to go on top of these, and that's just so that way when I need to clean the litter out from underneath them, that I can actually like get a vacuum attachment underneath there and clean out the litter where need be, or bugs or things like that.
I am alright. There's something about the way you make me feel inside. I'm counting down the days till we fly away, heading to the sun, only you and me. Don't wanna waste another day being stuck here in this place. No, wanna hold your hand in mine, watch the sunset in your eyes. Baby, I want us to act like we are 22 right now. Just let go, lose control, play songs on the radio too loud. This could be magical. Wow, wow. This could be magical. Wow, wow. To escape, and here we are, driving narrow streets in a rusty car, leading to the sea. Think we're getting close, We should take a pic, baby, strike a pose. I remember every day that I spent right here with you. Yeah, you are the one who makes me feel as good as I do. Baby, I wanna still act like we are 22 right now. Just let go, lose control, play songs on the radio too loud. This could be magical. Whoa, whoa. This could be magical.
You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. You always thought that you were weak, but babe, you're wrong. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Think that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. You shouldn't doubt yourself, 'cause you're a work of art. You should know that you are perfect with those flaws. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Know that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine, shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Shine, go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine, shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just
Okay, that's about it for this video. I hope that you enjoyed it and it gave you some motivation to get up and get something done along with me. I will be back in another video. Make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell so that way you are notified when I do post my next video, and also like this video if you enjoyed it. Thank you everybody, and have a wonderful weekend or day or whenever you are watching this. Thank you everybody.